Hi guys, my name's Ryan. We're here at Jerry Taylor Ford in Grove City, Pennsylvania, and I have a pretty unique car here for sale I'd like to talk about. One thing I wanted to mention, some people kind of get confused when they hear the GT350 name. In 2016, Ford came out with a Mustang GT350. Prior to that, you could buy a Mustang and have a GT350 Shelby kit done to the car at Shelby America in Las Vegas, and that's what this car is. This is a 2014 Ford Mustang Shelby GT350 built by Shelby of America in Las Vegas. This car came off the assembly line in Flat Rock, Michigan as a black GT Coupe Premium, was shipped to Las Vegas to the Shelby plant, and they basically tear this car down and completely redo it and upfit it with their GT350 kit. There was only 87 of these cars built in 2014. This is one of 10 that were built in a black coupe, and only one of 3 with the polished supercharger, which makes it pretty unique. I'm just going to start at the front of the car here, show you some of the things that Shelby does do to it in the package. I can get more detailed information for anybody interested in the car. If they want more information, I have that printed out. As you can see on the front here, it has the Shelby grille, the Shelby front valance, the Shelby front bumper. That's all done by Shelby. That's part of this package. It has a molded fiberglass hood. This hood scoop is molded in. It's not an aftermarket bolt-on type of thing. This is a Shelby hood. While we're here at the front of the car, I'm going to go ahead and go over the engine real quick. So this particular car started out with the 5-liter Coyote V8. This basically, Shelby still uses the 5.0 long block. On top here, this is a Whipple Charger that is built for Ford Racing. Whipple Charger makes the supercharger for Ford, and that was put on by Shelby. This car also has the intercooling package. As you can see down here in the very front, it has the Shelby intercooler on it with the GT350 emblem, which makes it look pretty cool. That is the intercooler for the supercharger. In addition to that, they upgrade the throttle body, they upgrade the air intake. The car has a different exhaust on it done by Borla. So pretty much the bottom end of the engine is pretty much stock. These engines are built to withstand quite a bit of aftermarket accessories. So, you know, Shelby does some special things tuning wise and stuff after they put the supercharger on it. You can see it has the auxiliary tanks for the antifreeze and the cooling system for the supercharger. Over here, this car has a full Ford Racing and Watch Link suspension underneath. These numbers you see here are calibration codes for the engine, and we also have all of the settings for the suspension in the glove box of the car. These are fully adjustable shocks. You remove this cap, and by turning this dial, you can set up the tightness of the front end on the car with the Ford Racing struts that are on it. Over here, this car has 19-inch gunmetal wheels on all 4 corners. Those are Goodyear Eagle F1 supercar tires. And if you look in there behind the wheel, it has the Willwood cross-drilled and slotted brake rotors with the Willwood calipers. Now those are Willwood calipers with the Shelby emblem on them. You really can't see behind that wheel, but it has the Ford Racing struts, like I said, on all 4 corners, and it also has the brake cooling ducts. Underneath, it catches the air as you're going down the road, and the air ducts are mounted right through those front brakes to help keep them cool as you're driving. If you look down here on the bottom, you can see the Ford powered badges, and it also has a GT350 decal on the very bottom there. Here on the back, it also has the Goodyear Eagle F1 supercar tires. And something unique about this car, it has the upgraded brake package. On the standard Shelby package, they do not use the Willwood brakes in the back, but this particular car happens to have those to give you the adding stopping power. So it has the Willwood cross-drilled and slotted rotors on all four corners in the front and back of the car, both. This is something unique that was added to the package. This is a GT500 rear spoiler. You can see the Shelby emblems on the back here. That's done at the Shelby plant along with the Shelby emblem. And it has a full Borla exhaust system, stainless steel Borla exhaust with the H pipe on it and the rear tips. It's kind of hard to see on the top of those tips, but they are marked with the Shelby emblem. Exhaust sounds great. I'll start the car up here so you can hear it. Wanted to give you a quick shot of the interior here. This car has the Ford Racing Recaro seats in it. And then they are rewrapped at the Shelby plant with the cat skin leather with the Shelby GT350 emblem here. In the center console here, this car has the Burton Ford Racing short throw shifter, which is made by a company called Burton for Shelby and Ford Racing. And you can also notice the Shelby plaque in the center. That's something unique to Shelby. What you see there is a CSM number. That number basically is unique to each car that Shelby builds. So anytime you can call Shelby, you give them that CSN number and they can pull up a full build history on the car. So that basically authenticates the car and says, hey, this is a real Shelby. This is the number that's unique to the VIN number on the car. If you look over to the left there, we have the full pillar gauge package. It gives you boost pressure, fuel pressure, and your oil pressure. Really cool look, but they're also functional for those days you're out running the car hard. This car did have the Ford GT Premium package, which included the navigation. So it has the Ford factory nav with the sync system for your phone. That's all built in from the factory from Ford. Which makes it a little more user-friendly if you're going to have the car out driving it. This car also has what's called ambient interior lighting. You obviously can't see it during the day, but down here in the door pockets, on the door seal plates, and in the center console, there's different colors you can change at night to the look of the interior of the car, which is really, really neat. You can go from blue to green to red. That's a Ford option that happened to, come on this car. It is 525 horsepower, and one thing about this car is when you bought a Shelby package, they basically had three different packages available. They had a naturally aspirated package, and then you could choose between two different superchargers if you wanted to go that way. So in addition to the Ford Racing Polar supercharger, this car also has just about every Shelby upgrade you can put on one. It has the full Watts Link suspension. I wish I could get you a shot of the underneath of the car. It has the Ford Racing struts on all four corners, and it has several different components that are bolted to the rear end to stiffen up the car, eliminate axle hop, and really help with handling. It has the upgraded cooling package, which is the bigger radiator, the bigger intercooler for the supercharger, the brake cooling system, the transmission cooler, and an oil cooler. The GT500 rear spoiler, which I mentioned, has the upgraded interior package with the Recaro seats. So the base price on this Shelby package was about $33,000 to get started. This particular build through Shelby had an MSRP of almost $42,000 when it was done. So the base price on this car, coming off the assembly line as a stock Mustang, was about $40,000, and you would have had about $43,000 in the build. So this particular car would have been almost close to $90,000 to buy as a brand new car. It is titled, it is considered a pre-owned vehicle. It has the full balance of the Ford factory warranty. And the odometer shows 150 miles. That's all documented. It does come on a title, not an MSO, so it has been titled. And we are going to ask $67,995 for this car. We are open to trades. We have some great financing options available on this car. So, if you've have an interest, you can feel free to contact me here at Jerry Taylor Ford. This is a very unique car, like I said. There was only one I'm sorry, there was only 87 of these vehicles built, 10 in black and 3 with the upgraded supercharger, the polished upgraded supercharger. I did speak with a gentleman from Shelby, and he was able to send me out a full list of the build sheet on this car, which I have available. We have the original window sticker, we have both keys, and we have full documentation. It has been serviced. We freshened up the oil, went over the the brakes and balanced the tires. So this car is PA inspected, clean Carfax, and ready to go. So if you're looking for a unique Mustang, you go to a lot of shows and there's so many of these cars on the road, but this is a car that not only you can buy and still enjoy driving, but yet have a collector's piece, a piece of history, because they only made 87 of these cars, and it's pretty unique. And for the price, $67,900, you get a lot of car for the money, So like I said again, we're at Jerry Taylor Ford in Grove City, Pennsylvania. If you have any further questions or any information you'd like on the car, I can get that for you.